How are you reading this formation, Jim Beglin?
Well, this setup, Peter, can be very defensive if that midfield is in place purely to form a protective layer in front of the back four. But it can also be the launch pad to very quick counter-attacks. If you can offer pace and accuracy on the front foot, it can have a devastating effect, actually, at the offensive end of the pitch too.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. That is good strength. And that's a throw-in. That's really well manoeuvred. Great defending, strong and determined. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Great work on the overlap. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Calmly anticipates. Aim forwards. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Excellent challenge there. There's the shot!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Up towards the front line. Cuts out the pass. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, sweet feet. Looking for a decent ball in. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Muscular approach does pay off here. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Wins the duel this time. Cross deflected behind for a corner. They've played it short. Oh, it's played into chance! That was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's been taken short. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Oh, good spread. It's run loose here. And it's played forward. Oh, nicely intercepted. There's a probing ball. Well read, nice interception. Moved on forwards. Pass just lacking in accuracy.
Well, it's not the quickest of starts, but what it lacks in intensity certainly is made up by a large serving of discipline and organisation.
That's really well manoeuvred. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Tries a shot! Out to the right. Now the ball in. Cleared without complication. Probing pass. No luck with that dink over the top. Moved on forwards. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now this could be a real chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And it's played forward. Tries to get it clear. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Driven forward. Aim forwards. Keeper's got good distance on that.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Nice control. Proves too strong. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Great run on the overlap here. Now here's the delivery. And he's there to clear it. And he has been fouled there. And he thumps it clear. That's good play, and that's aimed in. Bullish header! Well, couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Over to the left. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Knocks it out wide. And he's managed to get free. Does really well to win the ball there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's really well manoeuvred. Moved on forwards. Now that's well seen too. And it's played forward.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Moved on forwards. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That's really well manoeuvred. Aim forwards. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, that's nice. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. They've played it short. And it's played forward. Has a look and plays it forward. And he cuts out the supply. Out to the left it goes. Succumbs to the pressure. And that has been clubbed away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Tries to dink it through. And they've got rid. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Lovely bit of skill. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Played out to the right. Played into the middle. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Moved on forwards. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. That's really well manoeuvred. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's really well manoeuvred. Aim forwards. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Moved on forwards. And that has been cleared. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Played out wide. He has found the way through. Out to the right. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Shoots! It goes to show he is human after all.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
And it's played forward. Well timed, excellent interception. That's really well manoeuvred. Wins the duel this time. Oh, that's well done, really robust. That has been cut short. Oh, good spread. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Great defending, strong and determined. Nice physical challenge. Moved on forwards. It's just beyond his reach. Aim forwards. Spread out to the left. Lovely feet. That's really well manoeuvred. Aim forwards. Oh, good spread. Moved on forwards. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's played forward. Wins the duel this time.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Aim forwards. That's really well cleared. And that could set him on his way. Moved on forwards. Does really well there, strong defending. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's been played through. And he's heaved it away. Goes for a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, it's come loose. He'll try to keep this alive. Throw in. Does really well to win the ball there. Pings it across. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. After 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. Here's the start of the second half. So the first half brought no goals.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Out towards the flank. That has found him in acres of space. Up he goes! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Oh, this looks sharp. And that's put paid to a promising move. And it's played forward. Well read, nice interception. So who's he picking out? Oh, that's neat. Drives it in. So here comes a substitution. Moved on forwards. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That's really well manoeuvred. Quality ball. Well, that's well seen too. Played out to the right. Oh, such a clever touch. Aimed in towards the centre. Defending of the desperate variety. Climbs up big! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
That's been drilled forward. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Delivered with swing. Well, that is not what he intended. Aim forwards. Up towards the front line.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Deflected behind for a corner kick. And it's been taken short. Cross goes in there. It's a mighty effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Gets it away. Calmly anticipates. Moved on forwards. He can get that clear. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. And it's played forward. Well timed, excellent interception.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Clipped into space. And he's there to clear it. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's played into the middle. And the shot, surely! And it's hoisted clear. What a throw in. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Aim forwards. And it's played forward. Out to the left it goes. pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Driving forward.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he's on his way! I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And that's really well manoeuvred. Struck first time! And it's played forward. Does really well to win the ball there. Aim forwards. Over to the left. Spread out to the left. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Moved on forwards. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's gone back to the keeper. And it's played forward. Wins the duel this time. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Gets good distance on it. Shot a goal! Deftly away. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Great defending, strong and determined. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Purring through the gears, chooses to... And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
That's really well manoeuvred. Cuts out the pass. And he's on a charge. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance already. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he's going to have his name taken. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Tries to get it clear. He's in plenty of space here. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, he continually breaks the lines and gets himself into terrific positions.
Referee's given a throw. Aim forwards. Into the last quarter of an hour. Driving on and making good progress. And there's green grass ahead of him.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, shooting chance! Kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Cleared away. That's a good run down the left. Hit into them. A header!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And it's played forward. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Oh, it's played into the area.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Gets into some space. That has been knocked clear.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain...
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Over to the left. Chance for a shot! Oh, that's a waste.
Look, they seem set on a tactic that's not really yielding any results. You'd imagine they're targeting a weakness, but they look a weakness themselves.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Does really well to win the ball there.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Dinks one through. And it's hoisted clear.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, that's a nice ball. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! And late in the day, a telling moment. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
I just thought that was going to hit the outside of the post for a moment there, but it just curled enough to catch the inside for a very good strike.
So the first goal of the game.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's found a way through. Clears it away. Have it back, and can go again. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. That's really well manoeuvred. Now here's the delivery. Tries to get it clear.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And he cuts out the supply. Just 5 minutes left. Moments left, barely that, to avoid a shock defeat now.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Moved on forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. He's there to get rid.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Aim forwards. Played out wide, played back in.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And that's aimed into the middle. Clears it away.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Smashing header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
And back to the goalkeeper. He's onto it in a flash. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. That's an imaginative pass. Gets it away. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, nicely intercepted. Moved on forwards. Out to the right. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, overconfidence and/or cockiness should never be allowed to filter into a dressing room, but they failed to heed the warning.